What's going on, guys? Back here with the third and final game from the monthly Brawl tournament that Hellvision hosted a couple weeks ago. So I managed to pick up the second game with Masazely against Pontus. Swallow won the first game, so we're here in game 3, and we agreed on a matchup. So we agreed on Syracuse versus Epirus. Pretty interesting matchup. Both factions kind of have some advantages and some disadvantages. So let's just get right into it. Pretty fair matchup, actually. I think Epirus is probably slightly better, but Syracuse has some theory as well. So, yeah, let's get into it.
By your command! Yes.
So, right off the bat, let's look at my army. I've brought a pretty interesting army, I would say. I don't think Safado expected this at all. I've got only 3 cav, but they are very, very good. I got 2 Aspis Companions and 1 Royal Cav Gen, so my cav is definitely strong, and I think it's an interesting way to play Epirus, I think, but I want to take a different thing, because the problem with Epirus here is you're going to be outmatched in the infantry department, because Syracuse has Thorax Hoplites, and they have Thorax Swords and Samnites. So you can bring 8 melee, which is nice, and I mean, I guess technically Syracuse could as well, but you're not going to buy, well, you can't. You can get 7 melee as Syracuse. So, my issue, though, is that your melee kind of sucks. So, I've decided to go for a heavy cav to kind of change the focus of the battle, because now I've got a big cav advantage, and to go with a big cav advantage, what do you bring? Well, the slingers. So I have 5 slingers. Looks like I have 3 regular slingers, 2 Rhodian slingers. Very nice. Slinger line. But, that's the thing. If he uses cav well, and he does have Tarentines, as you can see here, that will allow him to kill off my slinger. So I need to be careful, but my cav is much better pound for pound. Now, the rest of my army, I've got 4 levy pikes here, trying to just supplement my infantry line. No point in bringing hoplites, he just has thorax hoplites, which are much better. And then I have some weird infantry. I have 3 Samnites, obviously pretty much guaranteed to be brought in any Epirus army. I have only 2 Italian swords, because I was poor and couldn't afford 3. And I have just 2 Valyrian levies, which obviously can't do very much, so they're just gonna act like cheap infantry for me. Like, just screening off his Tarentines in the back here, and just maybe kill off cheap infantry and flank around and stuff like that. So Safado here, what does he have? He has 2 Peltas, which is a nice choice considering my elite cav, they will be able to do some good damage to them. In the front here, 2 Militia Hoplites, and then his main line is very, very strong. Also, Mercenary Veteran Hoplites, a great unit here, and he has 2 of them on the extreme flanks here. And he has also the Samnites, 3 of those, and 2 Thorax Swords. So that's 7 elite infantry, much better than anything I have except for my 3 Samnites. He also has a Thorax Hop Gen here with Chevron. That is nice. He also has 2 Valyric Slingers here, so that's a pretty strong Slinger force. Meanwhile, back here we are just skirmishing around, and I'm just blocking off the Tarentines. Not much fun to do, really. So yeah, 2 Valyrics, they could be useful. They can shoot up my cav, they can shoot up cheap infantry, or they can even try to focus out my slingers to take them out of the fight. He also has 3 Italian cav, I think they're all Italians. 1, 2... Yep, 3 Italian cav, quite good. Epirus can also bring them, but no point in bringing Citizen cav for Syracuse, because the Italian cav are only like 60 more, and they're quite a lot better. Also, that's a wise choice. Yeah, he's got, and then he has the 2 Tarentines here, which I'm just screening off. They could be very annoying though, because they can get after my slingers. I don't have anything to counter them, so I'm gonna have to keep some infantry in reserve always to just block the Tarentines off. And we're only 3 for 3 in cav, so these Tarentines will get their chances to affect the battle for sure. But in terms of the mainline fight, I basically have 3 Samnites to his 3 Samnites, but then I have 4 levy pikes and these 4 cheap infantry to go after his 2 Thorax Swords and 2 Veteran Hoplites, basically, in his general. And these Militia Hoplites are not much of a threat, but it's going to be interesting to see how he tries to mitigate my pike advantage. He does have Peltas and good slingers, so he can shoot them up, no problem. But I have 4 pikes, and I don't really think if he's spending time shooting my pikes, I'm shooting his infantry, and with 5 slingers, his infantry will die pretty easily. So, moving in for the main engage here. My plan is actually not to shoot his slingers well. Valyric slingers just take too long to die. I mean, they only have 25 armor, but it's just like I don't have the time to shoot them. They also have slingers, so it'll be kind of long. You're kind of a waste of a volley there. wanted to bait him into rushing forward now that I've shot his bush hoplites, but now I do focus my targets here. Getting some quick line. You can see his idea here is to shoot up my Rhodians. Not a bad idea with his clerics because they will die pretty fast. I'm shooting up his thorax swords here, not doing any damage, but I want to weaken his infantry. I really should try to focus his cav sooner or later. Here, obviously, I'm not going to let him charge. Get my Aspis cav right into his Italian cav. Really nice for me. He will get nice jab volleys though. And you can see his pelvis instantly focusing the Aspis, and any kills he can get here are good, but I did kill so many Italian cav. And that's my plan. Kill off his cav, and then the slingers will pay for themselves in the late game. This Aspis only lost 5 men, but probably did lose a lot of HP. Loses the 5th there. Okay, this cav gets a nice charge, but I'm using my pikes here to kind of screen it, so I'm just going to run... I'm just going to run my pikes behind, my sandbites behind my pikes here. Although he did get into them with his calves, so that's going to make it a little harder. I am shooting this sandbite warrior because you can see the angles here are really good for my slingers. And half of them are fighting my pikes. This is not good for his sandbites, to say the least. Here I have another pike, and my sandbites charged through the pike. The Italian sword's just kind of messing around here. Don't really want them fighting here, so I will pull them back because I want my sandbites to engage here. Sandbites against thorax swords is a really nice battle. You can see how quickly they're dying because they were the ones that got shot, so their HP is a bit lower. Aspis companions charge in here, again losing men to his pelvis, but I'm killing off another Tarantine. He has this Tarantine back here, but I'm not really worrying about it right now. Maybe these slingers will shoot it a little bit. This Aspis is still 40 men, already did a really good job killing off some Italian cav and some Tarantines. Here, just kind of getting a charge, but not really a great charge. These guys were there. But these pikes are doing a really good job of just distracting, pretty much. Being really hard to take down. Nice charge by my Hellenic Royals. Why not? There's a free charge on the back of his vet hoplites. Over here I'm just screening with these cheap infantry. Well, I get really nice slinger shots into the flank here. These sandbites are going down, and now his thorax hoplites are also getting kind of pinned here, and they're now becoming a target. Another pike will walk forward here and trap these guys in like that. Nice. And over here I'm just forming a wall, and all of these guys are not engaging it. Even if they were trying to engage, I would be able to kite it out probably. And you can see my cav is doing a good job here. 23, these Aspis companions have been pretty much focused down. But here I saw a nice chance to get into his Italian cav, so I'll go for this charge. And I do get in, and these Aspis will do a good job of killing off the Italians. His Tarantines in here are going to be a bit annoying, but over here, a thorax sword tries to break through, but that's pretty pointless. Like, breaking through into a bunch of slingers is never going to do anything. And you can, even though he's not microing this Tarantine, I'm always keeping an eye on it with my cav and an infantry, so he can't really do anything dangerous with them. Nice cav charge here. He gets this other Italian cav in here, but my Aspis will just hold it out while I just run away. Understood. Gonna get another recharge here probably. And over here, my Illyrian levies finally are gonna be able to enter this fight. These Illyrian levies doing okay damage to these veteran hoplites. Nice recharge though. And now instead of this Illyrian levy defending against the Tarantine, now I have this Italian sword doing the same, and this Italian sword's also back here. And you can see my pikes are just forming a wall on the flank here. As I kill off the Samnite here. Bush hoplite's not going to do anything against Samnites, obviously. Trying to cycle these Italian swords, they are pretty low. Samnites here, dying off of my full stage Samnite. Pikemen doing a good job here. Slinger is now just shooting the general because it's a really easy target. So much damage. This is why you love 5 slingers. They just do so much damage. And here, I have a Samnite here just going to block his cav charge. I'm going to get into these Bush hoplites, easy target. These pelters are on the flank. But this veteran hoplite is getting isolated and destroyed. He's trying to shoot up my slingers, but maybe he's going for my gen there. But you can see my Aspis companions are still quite healthy. Here he's getting some nice javelins on my levy pipe. I don't really care if they die because I've been able to kill off this flank enough to the point where I have returns now. Another full Samnite warrior to come into play. General really getting sniped. He's going to die soon. At this rate, he is shooting with this Rhodian, but I just have so many slingers. It's not worth his time. I reform this pike to fight these bush hoplites, and I try to spam attack orders here so they can kill it faster. The slingers aren't going to have an easy target. Killed off this veteran hoplite with just 3 cheap infantry surrounding it, and then nice rear charges here. And again, still I have 1 unit in reserve for these Tarantines. Now my slingers just pick a new target. My Samnites are completely healthy, except for this one. You can see 115, 100. this guy's down to 60, but he's gonna fight up a full Sam Knight of his. But now I just have reserves. Now my the axe wielding Illyrian Levy is coming here to support the fight. Sure, why not? On the flank, I'm gonna push for advantage here, sending all my cav to this flank. I was gonna unit 3 here, this Veteran Hoplite, but now I'll just pull out my Sam Knight and engage it there, and he can't charge it because he's be facing the back of my men. His general is gonna go down here to the Sam Knight, cycling this Illyrian Levy. Would be nice. Trying to shoot up my Aspis, and he is doing a good job of shooting the Aspis up. But this one's still at 53 men, so again, I've done a really good job keeping them alive because his cav is going down. Maybe now he could activate this because I'm distracted by this Hoplite here. It does kind of juke my Samnites, but finally gets caught, and now they're fighting from the back. And we can both shoot the backs, but I have 5 slingers, so it's not going to be wrong. This Samnite is going down, slowly getting shot though, and these 45 Samnites and 100 Illyrian Levies will hold on for a while. Sacrifice this one Aspis Cap to kill off the rest of this Italian guy, why not? I still have my gen, and I still have this unit. Yeah, maybe he could try to just do some distraction plays with this cap, but I would just be able to sacrifice the slinger to block the jabs. I think that would be the play. Here, his Thunder Hotline is doing a good job against this Samnite, but getting shot in the back is going to die off now. And you can see my slingers have just been doing really, really well, focusing high value targets. Now this Aspis companion charges in here, going to kill off the Terrantines very fast, and now the way to his slingers is open. This Aspis is surviving with 7 men, getting into his Peltis, getting into his Polarics. Over here I have cav advantage, or infantry advantage here. Here I'm winning it, just fighting for Peltis. Samnites killing Samnites, and yeah, completely winning. So Father just missed defeat, and with that, with the 2-1 score, I'm able to win a really, really good series, honestly. Like, one of the best series I've played in a while. All 3 games were very interesting, a lot of different dynamics. We had the Barbarian game, we had a kind of Eastern type of game with Cav in the second game, and here we have a classic Hellenic Brawl with, you know, the elite Aspis Cav, you have the Imp Spam that Greek factions bring in, and the Slinger play, so very, very different games. All were very, very good, and I think it was an amazing finals, really. A lot of fun to play. So let's quickly go look at the stats here. You can see my cav didn't do that much, but they killed off his cav, and that's all that matters. You can see his cav did absolutely nothing. My Aspis and my Gen were still alive. My Gen did get some good recharges into that Hoplite. That was definitely overexposed on the flank. It really couldn't do anything. See, my Rhodians, one got shot up by his Polarics, who did get better kills. His Polarics got really, really good kills, but only on my Slingers. Like, I don't really care about my Slingers. And he did kill off some Aspis with them, but like, whatever. And you can see I had tons of ammo left, tons of Slingers left, and he had no cap except for this one Tarantine that he had in reserve, but I always was keeping an eye on it. I did think he mismicroed it a bit. He should have tried to pressure a little bit with it at least, but I was ready for that, I think, with the Illyrian levies in reserve, and once I killed that Hoplite on the left flank, I was able to just roll over that flank, and my Pikes did really, really well. They didn't kill much, but they were just like snagging half of a unit that would charge my Samnites. Half of it would get stuck on the Pikes and just like couldn't do anything, and then my unit would just kill off the rest. And that's why I think my Samnites did so well. Oh, I actually did have 3 Italian swords. I guess I missed that at the start of the battle. So I had 7 infantry. That makes more sense, actually. Yeah, so I had 3 Italian swords, and one did quite well. The other 2 kind of did poorly. They were getting kind of murked by veteran hoplites on the flanks. But you can see his thorax swords, his Samnites really didn't do anything because they were just getting sniped. His general did nothing. So my infantry, even though it was worse in theory, was able to prevail just because of the power of the slingers, man. And the Aspis Cav, again, did pretty well in just killing off his Cav and surviving, even though he didn't get great kills. On his side, yeah, like I said, veteran hoplites got overexposed and just got shot in the back or surrounded by cheap inf. Peltis did fine. Peltis did pretty good, getting good shots on him at Den and my Aspis Cav. Slingers did okay. I mean, there wasn't much for him to do. Like, he could try to focus units with them, but I would just be able to focus faster with 5. Tarantines did really nothing, which is probably, he got a bit aggressive with them, trying to charge into my light infantry a little bit, but my Aspis kind of caught them, and he wasted this Tarantines by not using it, and then once Hoplites, Thorax Swords did okay, but not well, and Samnites kind of got wasted as well, just getting shot and focused, and my Samnites were against them with the help of Pikes, which is always nice. So really good games. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed, and hopefully I'll have more tournament battles coming in the future. Thanks for watching, everyone, and see you next time.